Hi, artists of the world. I'm Natalia from Yes Art Marketing, and on this channel, I share practical ways to grow your art business, sell more work, and build a creative life that actually feels sustainable. So, if you would like to make more money with your art and avoid the burnout, feel free to subscribe. Okay, today we're going to talk about Instagram again, okay? But I want to roast some hooks with love because I've seen a lot of artists using these, and trust me, I'm not judging, okay? I've done my fair share of mistakes. I'm not speaking from the high horse here. It's just something that I know, and I'm here to share so that you avoid the mistakes. And maybe if you've made them, you're not going to make them again. So here's the thing about a hook. You know what a hook is, yeah? For those who don't know, it's the on-screen text or something that appears in your Instagram Reels or in your TikTok videos or on your YouTube Shorts, something that happens in the first 2-3 seconds of your video. And usually it's a text. Most of the time it's a text. Today we're going to talk about text hooks, the on-screen hooks that appear. And here's the thing, yeah, they're not just there to be catchy. I mean, it's the actual job of filtering your audience. A good hook makes the right person go, okay, wait, that's me. I want to see this. And they stop scrolling, yeah, and they keep watching. And a bad hook either attracts nobody or worse, it attracts the wrong somebody. And I promise you, there is a very specific kind of wrong somebody that a lot of artists accidentally attract on repeat. And that sometimes is really worse than attracting no one. But either way, we want to avoid that. We want to attract the right people, people who are most likely to like the art, engage with our content, eventually buy the piece of art. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go through several real examples side by side, bad version and improved better version, and I will tell you exactly why the switch works and why also the original example is a bad example, why it doesn't work. Okay, number one, work in progress, floral still life, or it can be work in progress, I don't know, landscape, yeah, or something, anything. It's kind of a totally normal thing to start a video with, but the problem is this hook attracts other artists. Other painters love a good process video. They will watch it. They live in the world where these words, they make sense. Floral still life, painting an ocean or something, creating a composition, these things. Maybe they will even comment beautiful work and then they will keep scrolling. Nobody's buying anything. You've made a video for other artists, for your competition, for your colleagues, essentially not your collectors. So here's what you could do instead. This is a hypothetical, yeah, let's say you're painting floral still life. How you can make it more attractive to people who would actually be interested in the art. Say something like this: one more brush stroke and you will smell the lilacs and hear the birds outside. The difference is that you're not describing the technique, you're describing the experience of standing in front of the finished piece. That's what a collector actually cares about, not the brush size, not your process, not the technicalities, yeah, but what would it feel like to have it in their home, sensory, specific, aimed at the person who's going to hang it on the wall. Maybe it will be associated with some kind of memory that they had. It's not the person who's going to paint their own version of it next week. Another one, and this is actually a big one, and I see it all the time, and it hurts my eyes: revealing my art until I find my audience. I get why people write this. It feels humble, it feels relatable, it feels like a series of content, which is also, you know, kind of is advised by marketers, yeah, like to make a signature series. But think about who would actually stop for this. I mean, nobody really. It is so vague that it doesn't call out to anyone specifically. It's just, an equivalent of shouting into a crowd, hey, is anyone interested in anything? Yeah. Compare it to something very specific. For those who didn't really grow up, this is oddly specific, and this is exactly the point. Somebody reading this will either immediately relate and they will keep watching, yeah, or they will scroll past, and that is fine because the person who relates is going to stop, read your caption, actually look at the art with attention. Somebody who doesn't relate, you don't even need them. You don't need accidental followers. You don't need random people there. Yeah, you need specific people. And there is another version of the same hook, which goes revealing my art until I get, I don't know, 10,000 followers. Yeah, which again means nothing to anyone but you and your own follower count anxiety. Try specific, revealing my art until all the crazy cat ladies or dark cinema fans or highly sensitive people find me. Whatever your actual niche is, name them. Address a specific group instead of anyone. Yeah, you let them recognize themselves in your caption. That recognition is the whole game. Number three is really painful, and honestly, it attracts nothing but pity. Just another artist trying to feed the algorithm, just another artist trying to make it online. I understand the instinct, it's self-aware, it's kind of intended as maybe funny. It feels like maybe you're in on the joke before anyone else can make it, yeah? It feels like you're not trying to take it too seriously. I mean, I understand where it comes from, but what it actually communicates is that even you don't think that this post matters. And if you don't think that it matters, why would anyone else? The self-deprecation doesn't attract anyone. It's kind of an apology for existing. I mean, this is not the kind of vibe that will sell the art, yeah? Compare it to, okay, making fun of yourself, yeah? Maybe trying not to take it too seriously, but you can say something like painting until somebody stops me, painting until I go insane or something. Yeah, it's same self-aware, slightly funny energy maybe, yeah, but it's more confident instead of defeated. It's a little cheeky. It invites people to actually engage, maybe even comment something like don't stop, yeah? This is the difference between humor that pulls people in and a humor that's really just self-deprecation trying to wear a funny hat. Okay, last pattern, and I think this is the one that trips a lot of artists up because it feels like you being specific when you say something like paint a sunset with me. Totally fine, totally descriptive and forgettable. It tells people what's happening in the video, but it gives them zero reason to care. Making the sunset specific. Try making what you're painting a little more juicy and interesting. For example, try this instead. If this sunset was poetry, it would be these words, blah, 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 yeah? And then you actually write a line or two. Maybe you quote some famous poetry, maybe a contemporary, like modern song or something, Taylor Swift, I don't know. It doesn't have to be Shakespeare, okay? You're not just showing a sunset here, you are backing up the beauty of what you made with the words that sort of land emotionally. And to be clear, this doesn't have to be about sunset or poetry specifically. It can be anything. I'm just trying to bring up an example of how you can turn a flat, dry hook, descriptive hook, into something that is original, something that resonates. Same idea with describing your process. I'm sure you've seen this and I'm sure you've done this because everybody has done this, even me at some point. When you describe your process from a very technical point of view, for example, making an underpainting for a new commission, yeah, or varnishing day to day, and this is your hook, yeah, you're just showing what you're doing and you're literally making an underpainting for a new commission. It's accurate, yeah, but also it's kind of lifeless. And imagine a person who has no idea what you're doing, yeah, even if you explain what you're doing, it still says nothing to them, and they don't know what an underpainting is. And please don't go into explaining what an underpainting is. It doesn't matter for, let's say, 99% of the buyers, yeah, they're not as interested in the process as other artists. Instead, why don't we swap it for trying not to cry because I'm about to paint someone's precious childhood memory, or shorter version of that, yeah? Now you're not explaining a technical step, you're opening an emotional door. People get curious. What memory, whose, what happened, why are you crying? That curiosity is what gets someone to actually watch the whole video instead of scrolling past the technical process they don't understand or care about. So the big picture, if you zoom out, every single fix I just gave you is doing one of the same three things. It's getting specific instead of generic, it's choosing feeling over technique, and it's sounding confident instead of apologetic. That's really it. Next time you write a hook, before you post, just ask yourself, am I talking to other artists or to my collectors? Who am I talking to? Would a stranger scrolling by know that it is for them specifically? And am I describing what I did or how it's going to make someone feel? If you answer these questions honestly, you will catch most of these mistakes before they get published. And here's a practical helpful part. If the hooks like this, they don't come naturally yet, yeah, okay, you didn't have enough practice, it's not so easy for you to come up with all these hooks. Okay, that's completely normal. I also wasn't born with the ability to come up with all these hooks. It's a skill, it's not a personality trait. This is the kind of practical help you will get as a Yes Art Club member every month. First of all my Yes Art Club members, when they join, first thing that I help them with is to figure out who the audience is, what the art is about, so you can start figuring out the connection, yeah, what you're going to talk about in your content. And then you also get a monthly content kit with hooks and real ideas that are easy to tweak for your art niche, that are easy to change so that you can adapt them to your audience, your kind of art, yeah? So you would always know what to post and what to say and reach your audience without breaking your head and staring at a blank, caption box, wondering if you sound weird. So if you found this video helpful, there's more where that came from, and that's Yes Art Club. If you're really ready to actually get good at this platform without burning yourself out, join us. The link is in the description. You can get a free trial. I will put all the details in the description together with the link. Join us anytime. That's it for today. Go look at your last hooks and captions and be honest with yourself about which pattern you fell into. I will promise you, you will find at least one. So if this was helpful, subscribe for more of this kind of practical art marketing breakdown, and I will see you next Wednesday.